Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and today we're going to look at Peggle Deluxe. Now, if you're playing this on a modern operating system and you got it off Steam, you're going to have to hit Alt-Enter to go to windowed mode. No full screen working here. This game's a little too old and not really supported enough by EA to bother to fix that, which seems ridiculous, but okay. Let's hop into the actual game. Let's see. We'll go ahead and capitalize my name. And the Peggle Institute Certificate of Admission. And then click OK. And then we're approved. And a brief induction from the Peggle Master Bjorn Unicorn. Hi, I'm Bjorn, founder of the Peggle Institute. 10 Peggle Masters are ready to teach you how to get the most out of your Peggle experience. And since I'm the boss, I get to go first. The best way to learn is to jump right in, so let's begin. Now, Peggle, I don't believe actually is a cell phone game. It's, I think, more of a casual game that came out slightly before cell phone games were around. But it almost certainly, by today's standards, would have been a cell phone game. But just looking at the screen here, you can see the text is too small, and there's way too much going on that this would be optimized for cell phone use. Hit all the orange pegs to win. You have 10 shots. So let's go to the menu first. Let's go ahead and turn down the volume. I didn't want to change anything here. And let's see, 3D acceleration, I assume. Hardware acceleration cannot be enabled. It does not meet the minimum standards. Yeah, right. So the game doesn't recognize 3D acceleration. Full screen won't work. Custom cursors. We won't bother, I suppose, with changing any of that, actually. So, what this seems to me is this is probably just an attempt at introducing a Western audience to pachinko. So, pachinko is all about shooting balls down and them hitting pegs and giving you a score. Here it seems they've decided to add some more strategy to it, so it's not quite as mindless. And see, if it falls down here, you get a free ball. You got the ball in the bucket. This returns the ball to the ballotron. So you have 10 shots, but it's actually not even that bad. See, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen there. Actually, this is working out really nicely. But unlike pachinko, the pegs don't disappear. And so this is a slight change in it. These sides will help you a little bit. And you're getting a pretty decent amount of score. If I hit this right here, can I get it to bounce back? Yes, I can, but it didn't hit where I was hoping. This is going to be a tight shot. The freeness of which these pegs are around is going to be a problem. Lucky to have that one back. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this just to try to assist me, and then I'm hoping to get kind of lucky. There we go. And I would love to shoot these other ones, but I don't think that helps me any. So, seems like I get some kind of fever time if I fill the whole thing up. But let's just go ahead and hit that. And that now goes into fever time. And I guess I'm looking for the exit bonus here of 100,000. If I can get it, but I don't think I am. I'm just gonna get 10,000. So my first score, much like a pachinko game, win on the first try gives me 100,000 points. Level score gave me 249,000 points, and then my total score is 349,000 points. It's odd the numbers add up to a total at the top. I shot 11 shots, got 6 free balls, 89% clear, 69,000 fever points, and 80,000 style points. This level has bricks. Clear the orange bricks and the orange pegs to pass the level. So I assume now this is getting more away from a pachinko style, and the bricks are going to take 2 hits. And if that turns out to be the case, then we've got a slight issue. Oh man, almost got a free thing. So they don't actually take 2 hits. Okay. Look at that. So the bricks are actually kind of easy to hit. You might run into a slight problem with them, but not too much. I'll like hit this one brick. So I've got 4 more shots and 4 things to hit. And if I didn't get that extra ball. What's weird here is there's kind of an angle. So I have to hit it kind of like that if I was trying to do more. And see, I would just love to try to hit this and try to clear the rest of this, but I don't think so. Now, I've also noticed that there's some very classical music getting played in this, and I wonder if that's gonna pass muster with the YouTube content ID system, or if EA really didn't get the licenses to these performances, or well, that's 2 separate issues completely. That's one. My first wonder is, did they bother to get the license for this, or is this very much a just try and go unnoticed situation? And then also, will this get content ID'd from my channel? Green pegs activate magical powers. The first magic power is a super guide. It lasts for the next 3 turns. Okay, well then why would I need the super guide at the beginning? And kind of ideally you just want to hit as many pegs as possible, so doing the highest important orange peg works pretty well. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped. Wow. Talk about some hang time. Let's see. If I go back this way, off the wall. So what does the super guide do? The super guide will fine-tune the shot with the mouse wheel. Ah, I see. So let's say I wanted this to bounce that way. it still doesn't work very helpful. Let's see. Like, getting it to go all the way up there is not gonna happen. And I'm running out of shots now, so... I'm better off just sticking with as many of these as I can find. Let's see, I have 4 shots now, and I think I will get them all. Oh, so it slows down when you almost get close. And I say EA, but I wouldn't be surprised if this actually was just published by EA and wasn't even originally made by EA. Like, in Fever Score mode, am I supposed to sit there and shoot a bunch of balls out? The purple peg is worth big points. Score over 25,000 points on the shot and get a free ball. Oh, has that been what I was doing up to this point? Extreme shot gave me a free ball. Alright. Yeah, but that didn't work very well. Man, get that one brick. I imagine the biggest danger in playing a game like this is just getting your eye off the ball, figuratively and literally. Just so I think you can get 2 free balls per shot. Which, what happens if the ball-atron gets full? That would be interesting to find out. Alright, I want this to happen. And I'm gonna have to do something crazy. There we go. One more shot, but it's gonna be difficult to hit it. But that's alright. Now I'm clicking the mouse as much as possible to see if I could shoot more. And no, I can't. Now, in a lot of ways, this is more kind of like Arkanoid now, with a mix between Arkanoid and Pachinko, but it's kind of more Arkanoid, where you have to click on and destroy all the beams. There's no enemies we see so far, at least. But it's also missing a lot of things that have been added to Pachinko over the decades to make Pachinko unique and interesting. This is a very, very basic concept. The ball will head where you click when you have aiming. Use a fine-tune your shot with the mouse, wheel, or arrow keys. So I need to get in this intersection here and get some more of these orange ones. Another free ball. Here we go. Keep getting them. And free ball. I really would like to see this fill up. That's asking a lot, though, I know. It seems like the purple and greens kind of show up, too. They just appear. And so there's not a huge issue of That's 2. And see, we're just on stage 1 right now. And I didn't do any of the proper research I should have done to see how many actual stages there are. I wouldn't be surprised if it's as little as like 10. But this is Peggle Deluxe, so I would hope to see something a little bit deluxe in this. We saw quite a few games that are somewhat similar to this. Almost all from the same company, it seems, of EA. So like Zuma is somewhat like this, but a little bit different. But so let's see, this 5 of 55 have been completed, so we know how much is left to do. That's good. So Master Jimmy Lightning, alright, a fresh student, are you ready for the multi-ball? It's pretty extreme, but you look like you can handle it. Use it early for mad points to hit both green pegs in one shot for some massive multi-ball baller action. Come on, let's do it. Let's continue. My multi-ball pops an extra ball out of the green peg when you hit it. It's radically amazing. So we're learning the concepts. So unlike the purple, where you might want to save that, although it doesn't seem like it really matters, multi-ball you want early, because the maximum number of things you could hit as the ball randomly bounces down is going to be at the very first shot. And as long as you hit one purple, another purple shows up, I guess. Let's see. So I might as well aim for that. I was getting really lucky there. Let's see. I kind of am starting to question my luck on this. It seems like the game might be helping me, which that in itself would be an amazing feat of programming if it's got a system it's running to go easier on me. It didn't ask any difficulty settings or anything like that, so I assume the game just knows if it is doing anything like that. It very possibly isn't, though. Let's hit this. So we need to hit several of these and several of these. Because I've got 4 remaining and 5 shots. There we go. Darn it. I got a free ball. If you don't hit any pegs on the shot, then you can get your ball back by taking a winning coin flip. Interesting. So that's the shot I was aiming for. Use the mouse cursor to help aim. Oh man. I suppose. I've got 3 balls, I might as well just do this. Yeah, I guess instead, just get the one thing that was in the way out of the way instead of trying for all kinds of trick shots. Now, on a second thought, I suppose you don't want to hit the blues immediately, because if you could get into fever mode with a ton of blues, you would get more points from them. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Hit the green peg on the left side to make the multi-ball pop out of the right side. The opposite totally works too. So if whichever way I want it to go. Okay. Let's try that one. And then a little bit more. That wasn't a very good shot. That's what we were hoping for. I suppose this is a real low strategy style of game. It's like you can claim they have strategy, but so far it feels very much like it's all chance. And frankly, that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. I'm in the middle of recording a different game that's 100% a math-based puzzle game, and it just mentally drains me. This, on the other hand, is easy enough. Okay, I've screwed up. There's a low chance of succeeding here. I've got to hope for free balls. I have one ball. And I missed it. So this is the first level I've run into where I didn't succeed at the very beginning. And I probably made a mistake in going for the multi-ball early when I should have stuck to the higher shots early. See, if I make that shot, it's not going to work. So I'm going to have to hit that to get it out of the way. Free ball there. Hit that one and run way over here. I've cleared off this entire left side by accident. But it's working well. And you can see these puzzles are slightly related to the picture in the background. Yeah, it's gonna be close to impossible to fail this now. Darn it. So as it bounces back this way, if it would hit anything, if it would get in here and start hitting all of these, you're talking 1,000 extra points each one. But I kind of wish the fever score was just a random shot of all your remaining balls that you collected up to that point, or just an infinite number of balls shooting out. The multi-ball is so cool, it will give you a super wicked extra chance to get a free ball. That rules. We're getting some really dumb dialogue here. Not voiced or anything, too, which is probably pretty standard for when this game came out. But by modern standards, you could do better. In fact, it would be very fascinating to see a game like this made in 2017, because I think it would probably look a lot more like Portal or Portal 2, even if it was made by a tiny group of people, and instead of looking like a simple flat windowed game that we've been seeing versions of these styles of games for decades. But I can also see the addictiveness to something like this if you just want simple play. There's a lot of people who don't play the super gamey video games but can play this. And what I mean by that is they would never think of playing something like Call of Duty. They never think about playing a first-person shooter. But this offers an opportunity to something that they can understand and learn. It's the Plants vs. Zombies before Plants vs. Zombies, I'd say. Simplistic gameplay style, easy to learn, addictive enough to play. Before a game like this, you would have something like Minesweeper or Free Cell, simple games that are easy to learn. Maybe a little bit difficult to master. Here I don't see any real chance to master anything, and I'm not seeing a lot of replay value for doing a level after you've done it once. I'm not seeing some basic things you would have in games in general. Like, you wouldn't have, let's see, can you go back to the main menu? Let's see what the main menu looks like. You wouldn't have a lack of an undo button or extra features. Maybe all of those will come as we go forward. This is weird. Watch Peggle Masters play and see if you can learn their tricks. Set the options. View instant replays that you've saved. Jeez. When you make a good shot, you can save it using the instant replay button. You can then view it and share it there with friends. If you don't have any saved replays, save one while playing the game. Interesting. That's a cool feature. See, this also feels like an early Xbox 360 arcade style game, too. Quick play is here. I could see them not having that. Adventure is here. Play against a friend or the computer in 2-player mode. And then complete all the extra difficult challenges. See what happens. Demo mode locked. The demo mode shows how the masters play. To unlock, finish stage 2 of adventure mode. That kind of sucks. And then it seems like there's nothing else there. The characters are kind of weird. You've just got this Bjorn the Unicorn. Just a quickly made up concept that I imagine somebody sitting around in a conference room thought up. Not anybody with a passionate story that they wanted to tell. But that's not what this game is about. It's obviously not about story. It's going to be about puzzles. Or Peggle. Puzzles is the wrong thing. Anyways, that's going to be it for our first recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell next to the subscribe button, comment, and watch every second of my videos, because all that helps me with YouTube tells them that my videos are worth watching. If you want to friend or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, or Battle.net, there's links down below in the description to all of those. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.